Hey, football fans, Christopher here, and we've got the third place Freedom Bowl game between the Jags, the black on black, against the Hays Outlaws. And the Jags will kick this off first to start. Jags 8-2 on the season, a high pooch kick, and touched by 16, and tackled by Cruiser and Chris Aravello. And they say down. So these two squared off earlier in the season, and the Outlaws got the better of them 6-0 in a low-scoring affair. In the shotgun formation and motion to Cadillac, and he'll get it on a jet sweep. Immediately going north and south and put a foot in the ground, but he's tackled by Aravello in the backfield, and a loss of 1. A loss of 2 puts the Outlaws in their own territory. Spot the 49-yard line. A pistol formation, hand off to the deep man, and now a reverse. And Cruiser was there, but couldn't finish the play. And then a good open field tackle by Brody Brandt, I think. And this Jags team missed him last time they played. Cruiser, the defensive end, was in position to catch that reverse, but just couldn't find it in time. 3rd down and 7 on the 46-yard line. The gun, handoff, moving to the right side. And found by the defense, wrapped up. And 16 there, and Aravello has at least his 3rd tackle he's responsible for. So 1st down went backwards, 2nd down went forwards, and 3rd down back to the original line of scrimmage. So 4th and 10 we go here on the opening drive. In the gun are the Outlaws. And a give to the right side. Got a little space here, and stepping out of bounds is Cadillac. No gain, a turnover on downs, and the Jags offense up next. So Emilio, the coach for the Jags, coordinating the offense, responsible for the play call. Here comes Ethan in the gun, and Beckham and Brody in the backfield with him. Snap. Handoff is to Beckham, moved right tackle, and leans forward and has a couple yards on the pickup. So formation the same, and a balance set for the Jags offense. Spot the left side hash, and a good get off by the defensive line. Brody's going to carry it, lowers some shoulders, moving forward, and tackled near the 45-yard line in Outlaw territory. Will put him about 3 yards shy of where he needs to be. So re-go 2nd down, and it's Brody again moving north and south. And the ball spits forward, and the Outlaws are going to get it. Brody coughed it up as he was being tackled, and a turnover, the first of the game, besides that on downs, and the Outlaws the recipients of it. So the 35-yard line, the home of the football for the Outlaws' 2nd outing, and a shotgun student body left type look. 17 moving to his left, trying to bounce outside and found down low and loses a couple. A Twins right look and 1 to the side. Here comes Cadillac in motion, and they're going to look to throw it to him. Ball high and thrown up and knocked away by Creek. He had hands on it but couldn't find it. So 3rd and long from the 33-yard line, and the same formation we just saw. 17 the quarterback will put Cadillac in motion a few steps, roll to his, looking for the screen, and underthrown. He had his man and couldn't throw it off his back foot. Brings up 4th down, and here's some irony for you. The announcer keeping the chain crew straight, telling them they need to pay attention. Meanwhile, he's got the quarter set at 4 on the scoreboard. So the Outlaws line up to go for this one. At the senior division, you have to deep snap it. The other levels, you don't. You just get handed the football. But a trips right look for 4th and 12. And the screen pass thrown. Cadillac going to try to do something with it. Now back to the inside and tackled by Brody Brandt, the linebacker. And a turnover on downs will give the Jags good field possession, their best of the day at the 36. So the Jags will change personnel up, and D-Rex comes to the backfield. Beckham goes to the wide side split, the near side, and he's going to get it on a double reverse. Beckham trying to hit the gas and trying to put a spin move, but then a good open field tackle on him. Couldn't slip the second one, and it's a loss of 5. Scoreless after 1, we go to the 2nd quarter, and a 2nd and long face for the Jags. Ethan in the gun, opens to his right side, gives it to Brody, who will try the left edge around the 9 hole. Not much there, maybe a 3-yard pickup as he's tackled down low in the open field. So 3rd and 13 means the Jags need to average 7 yards on the next 2 plays to keep this drive alive. Sun's starting to think about setting here, and it's right in the eyes of the Jags offense. Ethan, good snap. Looks to throw it. Now a draw. Going to run it. and sprints to his left side. He's got traffic on his back and ridden down, but he does get about 7, maybe 6. But like he heard us talking, he got what was needed on 3rd down to make this 4th down more manageable. 4th and 7 from the 32. 2 split. Handoff is to Derek Martinez. Running tough and all the way to the 20, or excuse me, 25, and did not get there, about a half a yard short. 2 drives apiece and 2 stalls for each team in this game, looking a lot like the first one between these two when they went defensive battle. And finally, the Outlaws late in the game punched through and won that one 6-0. Here comes a handoff to one around the right edge, dip back deep, and could not get away from the edge. So 16, Bailey, the right defensive end, coming all the way across field to make that tackle on the defense's left side. So 2nd and 13's what's forced. 17, the quarterback for the Outlaws, directing his personnel, lines them up in twins right, 1 split to the near side. A clap of the hands and a draw. Going wide, 16 there again, Bailey, and handles him. Took him down, and Cadillac dropped for a loss and maybe shaken up a bit. 2 tackles back-to-back for 16. 6:04 in the opening half. And a handoff into the deep spot and a reverse. 16 there, but he couldn't get him that time. Beckham not able to make it. And then the tackle made as he crosses the 30-yard line and got a lot of it back. Not quite a first down, so they'll have a more makeable 4th down coming up. 4th and 4, and regardless of the outcome, that last play getting the Outlaws out of the hole. And they've got plans of their own to keep this one alive. Everybody in tighter for this one. And a double reverse. Cadillac going to the right side. Now going north and south. Back to the outside, and Brody Bryant plants him. No, it's Derek Martinez. Excuse me. I saw the 8 on the right side of the jersey. And how about the tackle for loss there from the cornerback? And the Jags may have just dodged a bullet as they broke the huddle with 12 guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so that should have been a penalty on the Jags. Here comes a direct snap. Brody Brandt trying to run it around the right side, upended by number 8 for the Outlaws. He will get about 2 on it. So 2nd and 8, spot the right side hash. Motion in the form of Beckham, and he's going to get it on an end-around give. Looking for some space, and then found about the 21-yard line by number 8. He's got his 2nd tackle in a row, but Beckham gets 5. And a more manageable 3rd down now. So 3rd down from the 21-yard line. Brody, left edge, got some space. Downhill to the outside. And there he goes to the corner and reaches for the pylon. Just shy, maybe the 1/4-yard line. And a 1st and goal with inches to go. So Ethan will go under center for this. Likely a tush-push coming here. And no, it's a dive play, and a cross, touchdown. Jags strike first with 2:14 to go in the first half. Extra point try from the 2, and Beckham comes to quarterback spot, and he is going to direct, keep it, looking to throw it, and not going to get there. Tackled, no gain. Acted like he wanted to try to throw it to Ethan, and it might have paid off, but as it stands, we'll stick at 6. So Derek Martinez was the touchdown getter on that score for the Jags. Cruiser to kick this one off, and everybody loaded up to the right side for the Jags special teams, and they're going to take a timeout and make sure they get this squared away. So the Jags didn't like their personnel situation and subbed a few guys out. Meanwhile, the Jags line up the same way. 2 minutes paused here, and Cruiser drills one to the right side. It's loose for a second, and a big hit. But a good recovery by the Outlaws, and that was Brody laying the wood on the receiver. Outlaws looking for a response here in the first half. 2 minutes to go, and they line everybody in tight and bring the backfield up close as well. 17 is in the gun and has got company to his right side. Rolling to his right, going to keep it all the way, and tackled solo style by Chris Aravello. He's got at least 4 by my count. Jags defense playing a 4-4 stack, 8 in the box, making it tough for the Outlaws to run inside. And then whistles blow before this one can get off. And It's going to be a delay of game. Don't see that one very often, given there's not a play clock running. So 2nd and 5. 17 drops back, throws one, and out of the hands of 5. And not sure who it was. I guess number 5 for the Jags had his hands up. Not sure he got a mitt on it, but it was enough to distract the receiver. Stops under 2 minutes traditionally, so the incomplete pass pauses things at 1:04 seconds. 3 to the right side of 17 in the backfield, and he will give to number 2, Cadillac. Found by Arabello and dragged down. And Chris Arabello, number 8, being a tackling machine today, and this clock stopped by a timeout by the Jags. So here comes 4th and long, and twins to the right side. Cadillac in motion. 17 going to look for him. And trying to throw the out, and dropped by 8. And that will stop the clock with 53 seconds. Turnover on downs should have as well, but you can't trust the way the clock goes in CFPO football sometimes. Spot the 38-yard line going in. Scoreboard 53 seconds. And a diamond quads look out here to the near side for the Jags. Ethan alone and Jones by himself to the top, and they're going to look for him on the fade, but Cadillac's there waiting for it, and Jones with a good offense playing defense kind of situation and tips that ball away. I don't know that Jones actually got a hand on it, but that towering frame of his barreling down on Cadillac was enough to distract 2 and perhaps keep that ball from being intercepted. And Jones will line up to the left and back to the traditional pro set shotgun. Ethan, delay to Beckham. Beckham moving outside to his left side. And splits the defense. There he goes. Then a good stick in the open field, but Beckham got 8 out of it. A hurry-up offense and a hurt player by the Outlaws rolling around on the ground, and we'll take a pause while they tend to him. Number 16 for the Outlaws gets some help off the field, but looks like he's okay. Meanwhile, 3rd and 2 with 29 seconds to go on the 30-yard line. Shotgun, Ethan, looking to his right, wants Jones, and this one picked off this time. And he's moving to his outside, and he's got a little speed with it down the sideline and knocked out of bounds just as he crosses the 50 with 13 seconds, and the Outlaw is going to get a shot. So Ethan throwing into triple coverage, and that ball never had a chance. Don't know if that was on Jones not running the post or on Ethan throwing the post when a go was run. Here comes 1st down with 13 seconds on the Jag 45, and then a flag from the referee in the back and delay a game. That's 2 delay game penalties, and I hadn't seen any of those called all season. The 5-yard penalty pushes the mean green back to the 50-yard line, right in the middle of the purple rattlesnake logo. Game's being played at Rattler Stadium here. Trips to the right side. 17 will look that way. Heave one across the middle. Beckham lurking, and he's got it! Number 2 has the pick, and another turnover with 7 seconds to go. So a long close of the first half, as this one now another possession for the Jags with 7 seconds to go. 22 in motion, and they give it to him. They fake it to Beckham on the double reverse. 22 still moving downfield, but won't get enough to get the 1st down. Meanwhile, the clock expires. 6-0 Jags at the break. So lights kick on for second half action. It's the Outlaws that will kick off to the Jags from their 40, and the Jags backed up too far. Now they move up to the 50-yard line. In a full stride approach, no tee, a spiraling sideways ball will find Beckham. And Beckham trying to pick his poison out to the left side and jumps through defenders and almost out to midfield. The first play of the second half, the Jags offense on their 48. And it's going to be a handoff to Derek Martinez. And he likes the left side, now back up middle and gets about 6 out of it. Little John checks down the offensive line. Meanwhile, 2nd and 5 into Outlaw territory. Keeper by Ethan on the bootleg, moving downfield and wins the battle, but tackled before the line to gain. Sure. And a new referee checking into this game as well is the white cap. Not here in the first half, but here for the second half. 3rd and short for the Jags. Dive play, Brody. Right side, got the 1st down. A good stick by 8. But he crosses to the 40, and it'll move the pile and the sticks. So 1st down as the Jags keep moving. Three-step drop, looking to the bubble. Now Ethan sacked in the backfield. Didn't like his first read. Then he went to the right side, but no love that way, and found in the backfield. 2nd and 17 after the loss, and Beckham alone in the backfield with Ethan. Strength to the right side. Handoff is to Beckham. Beckham trying to get wide. Stiff arm. Slips another tackle. And now back to the outside. Another stiff arm. And then Beckham, late hit out of bounds there. But they got about 2 out of it. 47-yard lines where 3rd down will take place. And handoff is to Brody. He'll follow Beckham around the left edge. Brody getting the corner turned. Downfield, spinning and falling after about 8 on the pickup. And this 4th down now, about a 7-yard situation needed. Correction, earlier I had mentioned there was no play clock, and of course there typically isn't at the CFPO fields, but tonight Rattler Stadium does have a play clock, and it is moving and counting down, and this one at 19 seconds. So both teams can see the visible play clock, and I would imagine that's what the referees are calling delay games off of. Here comes 4th down, a must-get situation. Ethan on the left side hash. Handoff to Brody, and wrapped up in the backfield. Now he's reversing field. Trying to get wide. A long stride for Brody. And tackled at the 34-yard line. Not going to get there. He needed the 31, and a turnover on downs. But there is a penalty flag where the tackle was made, and if this is a personal foul, leading with your head kind of situation, then this one may be prolonged. So a clear gift given by the Outlaw defense as number 2 Cadillac, playing the free safety spot, came downhill, and a clear lowering of the headgear hit Brody in the head with his own head. And I think Cadillac took the worst of it, and he was a little slow to get up, but still in the game. Hopefully they got him checked out. 1st down from the 15 after the personal foul penalty. Brody and Beckham behind Ethan, who's in the gun. And a delay to Beckham, and wrapped up, nowhere to go, and snuffed out. Not the direction the Jags wanted to go on 1st down, as this one is 2nd and 16 now. And Derek and Brody, the running backs. Beckham, the slot out here to the right. We'll see if we get motion from him. And we will. And the handoff to Beckham. Going to go wide. Let the ball. Nowhere to go. Trying to slip through the tacklers and can't do it. Might have gotten a yard off of it, but looks like no gain. Down is 3rd, 2:28 in the 3rd quarter. Left side hash is the spot. A lot of room to the near side should the Jags choose to use it. And a long snap count here. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Brody, dive, right side, and slips down at the 20-yard line. And a pickup of 2 and a 4th down and long coming. And if there was a field goal unit, you might see them come out. So Jones checks in, lines up here on the right side, and usually when he comes in, they like to try to throw it to him. They're going to drop 2 safeties and shade his way as they're looking to identify that themselves. And early movement, a free play, no, dead ball, so they may call this on the offense. And they're not. They're going to call it on the defense, and because the offense moves pre-snap, it's a dead ball, and now a more manageable 4th down, but still long. So spot now the 15-yard line. Under a minute to go in quarter 3. Ethan looking Jones's way. Spins. And now, it wasn't Ethan. Incomplete pass. And it was 0. And they may call intentional grounding on Kano here. They'll talk about it. So start of the 4th quarter on the other end, and it was an intentional grounding penalty against the Jags, which of course is a loss of down. Most penalties, you mark off the yardage if you take the penalty, and then you replay the down. But with a intentional grounding call, you don't do that. You just lose the down. Of course, it was 4th down, which is why it's a turnover on down. Meanwhile, the Outlaws still in the huddle and the play clock running, and I'll show it to you here. 15 seconds, 1 on each end. And to spot the 31-yard line here for the first play of the 4th quarter. Outlaws trying to get it set up. 6, 5, 4, and 17. Now gets under the right fella, snapping the ball. Reverse, 5. And trying to go back up the middle, but won't be able to shake free of, I think it's Aravello again on the bottom of that tackle. And if it is, it's about his 6th. So number 5 injured. on that tackle by Kano, the defensive tackle for the Jags. And play clock down around 12 seconds now. 2nd down and 8 for the Jags, and they go empty. Here comes motion, and 17 looking to put this one in the air. Heaves one up, and underthrown. Incomplete. So back from the Outlaw timeout, 8:36 on the 4th quarter clock. And Hays Outlaws looking for a response. 3rd down and 7. Give is to 1 around the left edge. Slips through the first tackle, but not the next one. And I don't believe he got any yards on it. 4th and 6. A lot of room here to the near side, and they'll motion Cadillac this way. Fake it to him. Quarterback looking to throw it, and incomplete. Nobody home. He had pressure in his face, and they're going to give an intentional grounding penalty on number 17. A loss of down, a turnover on down, and a good field position for the Jags. Outlaws fan not liking the call of the intentional grounding because number 1 in the area, but he was engaged in blocking and he was not positioned as a receiver. So meanwhile, the ball spotted at the 20-yard line. 1st down. Chain crew trying to get set. And Ethan in the gun with Brody to his right and behind him. Beckham the slot on the near side. And Derek Martinez, it looks like, a tight end on the left side as well. They could slip him out from there and throw to him. Ethan opens to the right. Handoff is to Brody. Now going to go outside to the right side. Stick a foot in the ground, north and south. He goes, spins, and a very productive pickup in the form of about 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 on the 13-yard line. Jags threatening, and Derek Martinez lines up wide to the left side out of frame. And Brody and Beckham in the backfield with Ethan. Bootleg to Ethan, nothing doing as he is planted in the backfield. And loss of 1. About the 14-yard line, 3rd down, need 4. Beckham lines up the left side, and Brody and Derek in the backfield. Ethan, handoff is to Derek. Derek moving to his left. Now north and south. Back to the outside, inside the 10-yard line. And he's got a 1st down, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Buda. So the 9-yard line, the spot. And the left side hash the home at 1st and goal. Handoff, Beckham. Beckham's going to go wide to the right side. Hits the Jets. Trying to get to the pylon, and he does. Touchdown, Beckham's in. And the Jags extend their lead by 12. AT try from the 2. Spot in the middle of the hashes. And Ethan, 3-step drop, looking for Martinez. Throw into the corner of the end zone and jump too soon. And PI, they're going to say he got shoved early, and they'll get another shot from the 1. So here comes the retry. And the spot the 1, no tush push this time. The Jags are going to stay in the gun. Ethan looks to his right, then left, now flushed out to his right, and he's going to keep it all the way home. Leaning forward, won't get it, tackled. So a good job by the Outlaws defense, stretching things out. So 2 touchdowns for the Jags and no extra points on either one of them. So 2-minute pause here in the final frame of this game, and Cruiser tees one up, drills it to the left side, the ball loose for a second, and the Outlaws collect. So 1:58 on the clock. Outlaws need a miracle to climb back into this one with limited time. 17 in the gun, straight to the right side, Cadillac behind him and to his left. He'll get it, give to 5. 5, back to the center of the field, and there is some space, but tackled after about a 4-yard pickup.
No, it is gone.
So they'll give 5 to 5 and bring up 2nd and 5.
Yep.
17, hand up to 5 in the double reverse to 2. Cadillac, and he's got some space. Beckham going to try to make an open field tackle, and he upends him and dumps him. How about number 2 in the open field? So after the wide run from Cadillac, it results in a yard. 3rd down and 4. 17, looking to throw this across the middle. Creek there, has the interception. 14 to the 42, and a turnover for the Jags defense. So the Jags line up with the clock moving at 28 seconds. And number 1, Lita in the quarterback. And he will take his first snap at QB. Handoff, no, fakes it. Moving to his right side. Quarterback's keeping it all the way. And a good gain as he picks up 8, almost 9. But that clock's going to find its termination spot. Ball game. Jags win it 12-0. They finish the season 9-2. And for these guys, at least most of them, this is the end of their run with youth football. And it has been fun. We'll see a lot of them in middle school next year. Hopefully we'll see you there as well. God bless you.